Happy NFL Week 1 Sunday, ladies and gentlemen. We made it. I am Harrison Graham. This is Chicago Bears Now. Of course, the Bears don't play until tomorrow night on Monday Night Football against the Minnesota Vikings, which of course we'll be live for, so subscribe and join us for our live watch party. Thought I'd hop on the mic here for 10, 12 minutes or so and take a look at some players that I think need to step up tomorrow night for the Bears to win this football game. If you missed our video yesterday, the final injury reports dropped. Maybe we hear a little bit more today or tomorrow leading up to kickoff on guys who are questionable. But for the Bears, TJ Edwards is doubtful. He is not expected to play. Roschon Johnson did practice as a limited participant for the first time in a while. He is questionable. So is cornerback Jaylon Johnson, as his reps have increased every single day, according to Ben Johnson. And then Josh Blackwell is also questionable. For the Vikings, Zavier Scott and Elijah Williams are out. Safety Harrison Smith is doubtful with an illness. And then Christian Darrisaw is questionable. So we will see what that looks like there. Okay, let's take a look at 5 players in my eyes that I think need to step up. Let's start with Tyrique Stevenson. Regardless of if Jaylon Johnson plays and starts or not, Tyrique Stevenson is going to start on the outside. It appears he won that job over Nahshon Wright, and even if Jaylon goes, his conditioning may not be full 100%. Tyrique Stevenson needs to be able to hold his own in this game. He needs to be able, if he gets stuck on some matchups with Justin Jefferson, Adam Thielen, to go out there and play well. This is a big year for him. It's year 3. We've seen flashes of him being a really good cover corner. We've seen him struggle. We've seen him be immature. It's been a mixed bag through 2 NFL seasons, but I thought he had a good camp. I thought he showed some good signs in the preseason. They need him to play well. Obviously, if Jaylon's out, then Nahshon Wright would fall into this category of needing to step up as well. But I'm looking at Tyrique Stevenson, a guy who's under a lot of pressure after not playing well last season, and obviously the Commanders' Hail Mary situation and all of that. So I'm hoping he can step up to the challenge. It helps that the Bears do not have to go up against Jordan Addison, who of course is suspended. But again, even if Jaylon plays, he wants to shadow the number 1 receiver this year. I don't know if the Bears are going to have him do that, considering he missed all of training camp and his conditioning may not be full throttle here. So I would imagine there's some reps where Tyrique is on Justin Jefferson. He needs to hold his own. He needs to battle and fight and do his part to limit big-time explosive plays. So he is the first guy I'm looking at in terms of players that need to step up. Number 2, Caleb Williams. Caleb's under a lot of pressure for a lot of reasons. Number 1 pick, he obviously was up and down last year, going up against a good defense in Brian Flores, but also the Vikings secondary has some weaknesses, especially if Harrison Smith is out. Their safety group, I don't know who's going to play opposite of Josh Metellus in that scenario, but I think there's areas to attack downfield, and Caleb's got to be able to deliver the football. Obviously, Flo is going to bring some different blitz packages and some disguise looks on the back end, but Jeff Okudah, Isaiah Rodgers, these guys are going to play a lot. I feel like the Bears receiving core should be able to take advantage, and ultimately Caleb's got to do his part to deliver the football down the field. Obviously, a lot of noise around Caleb right now, and that's part of being in the spotlight, of being the number 1 pick in the NFL draft. So I'm excited to see him answer the bell, to go into this game and to do his part. Doesn't have to be Superman, doesn't have to dominate, doesn't have to, win every rep. It's going to be a battle going up against a defense of Minnesota's caliber, but I do think there's going to be some opportunities to generate some explosive plays in the passing game downfield, given the Vikings secondary. It's going to be up to protection and obviously Caleb to get the ball out on time and to his targets. Another player we'll talk about here is Rome Odunze, as I think he really needs to step up. Year 2, top 10 pick last year, did some good things as a rookie, but needs to take that next step. We'll talk about Rome here in a second, but first, today's show is brought to you by Prize Picks. You and I make decisions every day, but on Prize Picks, being right can get you paid. Don't miss any of the excitement this season on Prize Picks, where it's good to be right. Football is finally here, and I'm fired up for week 1. I made some money over the college football weekend yesterday, had a lot of success, and now I'm ready for a full football Sunday Odunze. It's very easy to play price picks as you just pick more or less on stat projections on 2 to 6 player lineups. If you get your lineup right, you can win up to 2,000 times your money. That's right, you can turn $10 into 20,000 with certain price picks lineups. Price picks also invented the flex play, which means you can still cash out if your lineup isn't perfect. You can double your money even if one of your picks doesn't hit. Take advantage of the Lamar Jackson special offer of more than half a passing yard. I've paired that with DeAndre Swift, more than 68.5 combined rushing and receiving yards. $20 entry to win $60. So take advantage of that. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use code CLNS to get $50 in the lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That is code CLNS to get $50 in the lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, it's good to be right. Link is in the comments and description to download the app and use our promo code. Okay, Rome Odunze. Similar situation. Byron Murphy's a good cover corner, but he can't guard Rome, DJ, Alambide, Luther. He can't guard all these guys. Colston, Loveland. Rome's going to get some good matchups in one-on-ones because the Vikings like to blitz a lot. So him being that 6'2", 6'3" receiver, he's a really good contested catch guy, had a really good training camp by all accounts. He needs to make some big plays. I'm looking for him to take that step and potentially become the wide receiver one of this football team. So we talked about the Caleb aspect of this, but the receivers as a whole, and I'm looking at Rome Odunze, they need to step up and make plays too and get separation and make the plays when they're there to be made because, as good as Flores is and as exotic as he is with his blitz looks, when you blitz that much, there are creases, there are areas to attack if you get the ball out on time. And if Caleb can do that, then Rome and these other guys got to make plays. I'm looking at number 15 to really step up Monday night and to really have a big year. Okay, Kyle Monangai. Ben Johnson has used the word trust with him multiple times since training camp started, including again on Saturday. He is full go, healthy. He is going to play in this game, and it seems like he's going to be that RB2. Small chance Roschon Johnson plays. He is questionable, but even if he does, I think he'll just be used as like a short yardage back. I think Monangai has earned the trust of this coaching staff, and now he's got to go run with it, right? He needs to step up and be able to spell DeAndre Swift. Obviously, Swift is going to be the primary runner, especially early in the season, but Monangai is a guy who should be able to offer a little bit more than Swift between the tackles, and obviously Minnesota has a really good front four, but it's more of a pass rushing front four. I think there's going to be opportunities with the Bears' interior offensive line to push back that Vikings defensive tackle group and to find some creases between the tackles and to wear them down a little bit. Javon Hargrave and Jonathan Allen, they're not really stout run defenders. They're more pass rush specialists. So Monangai could be a guy that, a little David Montgomery-esque, potentially wear these guys down. So I'll be curious to see how big his role is, but it's pretty clear he's going to get opportunities, and it's up to him to step up and take advantage of those. And then lastly, Ruben Hyppolite, because barring a long shot, TJ Edwards is not going to play in this game. Ben Johnson already made it clear that Hyppolite is going to see some snaps on defense. Now, we'll see if Noah Sewell's out there at all, how they mix and match there with Tremaine Edmonds, obviously. But Hyppolite, with his speed, is probably a better will linebacker, plug-and-play guy than Noah Sewell, who's more of a middle linebacker. So they might leave Sewell in that Sam LB3 role and have Hyppolite be that weak side linebacker, a guy who can play sideline to sideline and get downhill with speed. So we'll see if he's up to the challenge. He spoke yesterday with confidence, says he's ready to go, but it's a rookie, fourth-round rookie making his first start against obviously a very capable team in Minnesota. So I'm eager and excited to see what he's got. Obviously, the Bears drafted him for a reason. He's got a good athletic profile. I think the instincts are, that's an area that's still being developed there. He's, more of an athlete flying around than an instinctive linebacker at this point in his career. He's kind of the anti-Jack Sanborn, if you will. Sanborn's got good instincts, but he's not athletic at all. The athletic profile should help, but at times he'll probably over-pursue. So he's just got to take it one play at a time and go out there and make some plays. So excited to see what he can do. Obviously, Minnesota has struggled as a running team the last few years. They've been more of a pass-heavy team, but as we've talked about with them going to J.J. McCarthy and obviously bringing in a a new interior offensive line, Jordan Mason, who's kind of a physical downhill runner to pair with Aaron Jones. I do think Kevin O'Connell is going to look to run the ball, and Hyppolite's got to be able to shoot the gaps and make tackles. So we'll see if he's up to the challenge. All right, there you go. 5 players that must step up: Tyrique Stevenson, Caleb Williams, Rome Odunze, Kyle Monangai, and Ruben Hyppolite. Let me know down in the comments your score prediction, Bears versus Vikings. How do you feel like this one's going to play out, and what is your final score going to be? I'll have my final preview up on the channel tomorrow morning, so be on the lookout for that. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We are live literally probably right now when you're watching this on 4 Verts. I will pin that stream in the comments of this video. Come join me and producer Sam Brown for a little whip around red zone style stream for the early games. We'll be hanging out. We do have a little raffle going over there as well, so we will see you over there momentarily. My name is Harrison Graham. Bear down, and we'll see you guys soon.